Get an education. We have always taught our children that education is the key to success, and education, once you have it, no one can take it from you. No one can take it from you. When my girls were little, we would be riding around the city and we would see these people standing out, and this is before the aggressive panhandling got really crazy. We would see people say, with sandwich board signs, say, "Eat it Ritz, eat it so and so," or in the Statue of Liberty sign for the tax people, or I would say to them, I'd say, "You see that person? You see that person standing over there dancing with the Statue of Liberty sign on? That's because they didn't take education seriously. That's the only job they can get, and they're probably glad they got it. But if you don't want to do that, you need to go to school." And you need to get your education, and you need to invest in your education, because once you have it, no one can take it from you.
You said you taught people around you to care as well. How have you done that?
Like I will see the children and young people standing on that bus stop, and before they would get on the bus, they would throw their trash down. I would yell out, "Hey, don't throw that there. You can put it in my garbage." And I would go, and they would pick it up if they have a modicum of respect for elders. They would pick it up and say, "Give it to me. I will go throw it in the garbage." But you don't have to throw it on the ground. So I planted one seed. Whether it took, if someone else came along and watered it, and so that it can blossom in that person as to, what, that wasn't cool. I wouldn't like someone to trash my home. So that's how you teach little things to people.
You said you have daughters?
Yes.
How old are they?
One will be 37. One is 23. She's a grad student at UWM. And one is 21, who is a senior at Xavier University in Louisiana.
Could you describe what it was like for them, like raising them in the community, their experiences?
Well, what I can tell you is my girls aren't the most athletic. They had many activities. They swam and they were martial artists, but going out playing around the neighborhood, they didn't do that. Because they know what respect is, and hearing other young people or adults being disrespectful wasn't pleasant for them and wasn't pleasant for us. So I built a playground in my yard. When they were little, they would play in our yard. They had the swing sets, the slides, they had all that. And then when they got to be too big for that, then I put the pool in. So they pretty much stayed real close. They have their cousins down the road, right on this block, but they stayed pretty much, close quarters, or played with their friends from school while they were at school.
Okay. So we have now interviewed Graces,
Oh, you did Damon Charles.
Damon Charles, Mabel, and
Charles
Hawkins.
Okay.
On the corner. So
You had the four corners. So we're holding these corners down.
So we're trying to. I want you to really elaborate on the corner thing, and
Corners are the anchors. Corners are the anchors. We are in it to win it. We're holding these corners down. If the corners fall apart, we think the rest of the neighborhood will. We are hold the corners down. You can, if you look around, look at these corners, you see that there's a lot of pride in these corners. Now, they were the initial corner. We bought in 1997. And so we're number 2. Then Charles, and then Mabel. Mabel and I known each other since junior high school. We were friends in junior high school. So I was so glad when she moved to the neighborhood. Yeah, so we're holding these corners down. So yeah, we socialize. We share plants. Yeah. We hold the corners down.
Why do you think the corner is so important or influential?
Because it's the first thing you see. It's the first thing you see. And I've heard for so many years, when people come around the corner and say, hey, you guys got that corner. You're holding it together. You're taking care of that corner. And it's like that came out of the blue years and years ago. Oh, yeah. People are always wondering what's going on these corners. Yeah, so.
Do you have an alley in the back?
Yep.
Do you use it?
For my trash. My garage is attached.
So do you think you have an influence on like these neighbors, the four houses that have an influence on the people around?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked. We were just talking. He says, "Okay, really, Mrs. Washington, you're out in the more flowers." Yes. I said, "You want some more flowers?" Because he asked if he could. He says, "Are those behind the fence? Are they like these?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Cause mine, I need something to fill this part." I said, "Go help yourself. You can have some. I got plenty."
Have you always been a gardener or just since you got this?
Nope. You know, when we bought our first home. Now my father has passed away since 2002, and when we bought that house on 49th in Chambers, it had no flowers, and all of a sudden I was like, this needs something. When that first year, he says, you don't do anything the first year because you need to see what's coming up. You need to see, okay, and nothing really came up, so I was like, okay, I got to do something because it's a corner. I got another corner house. We transformed that house. And it was like, oh, that corner is beautiful. The corner is the first thing you see. On any block, it's the corner. Not the house in the middle. It's the corners. On that one. The corners. So we transformed, and I started digging in the dirt and planting it. I never knew I liked it. I never knew that was in me. I was the prissy girl. I was the athlete in high school. I was the athlete. Still an athlete, but, you know, nails done, blah, 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 all of that. All of a sudden, I'm digging in the dirt. And I'm loving it. So, yeah. My mother just said to me the other day, she says, you got that digging in the dirt like your daddy. Because he was a big-time gardener. But he was raised in the South. In the country.
Okay. So besides not you, but what do you feel that other people in the neighborhood, that the neighborhood as a whole, cares about most?
As a whole, I think everybody cares about some peace and tranquility. I think that's just universal. Everybody wants to live in an environment that's peaceful, that's safe, that's secure. I think that's what everybody wants. Not just me, and not just Sherman Park, not just Washington Park, not just Milwaukee. I think everybody worldwide want a place where they can have shelter, peace, food, clothing, secure in their persons and effects. Not worried about if someone's going to do a drive-by on their house, or someone is going to break into their car, or if someone's going to break into their home or steal anything from them, or cause any hurt, harm, or danger to their children. I think everybody wants shelter, food, security, peace, tranquility, and a little love.
Why do you think that is happening?
Well, it starts at the top. And unfortunately, our top has emboldened people to lean to their most based of human instinct, hatred and superiority, and it's awful. It's awful. People are saying and doing